I'm Bill Bailey, and this is Extraordinary Portraits. As an artist, I love telling stories, whether it's through comedy, or drawing wildlife, or making music. It's a great way to connect with people and make sense of the world.
You don't see many people with Down syndrome on campus.
No. How long have you been spending with this? You're obsessed.
We meet some incredible, inspiring people.
The cancer had spread to my lungs and my liver.
I received an MB for stopping 29 people from ending their lives.
How far did you actually walk?
19,000 miles.
And match them with some of the most talented artists in the UK today.
Come and see my studio. Bit chaotic.
I feel incredibly fortunate when people want to sit for me.
I'm always on the lookout for little visual clues.
So I'm excited to introduce our extraordinary sitters to the artists I've chosen.
Can we do the other shoulder and then face the sun a little bit?
I can feel the heat from here.
I want you to be as close together as possible.
To create a unique series of portraits that celebrate modern Britain in all its glory.
I'm actually getting really nervous.
My heart is going at a million miles per hour.
Oh my God!
Wow.
I'm blown away.
It's stunning.
You just want to burst into tears.
It's amazing.
You capture everything. It looks so beautiful to me.
This is who I am, and I love who I am.
They say that not all superheroes wear capes. Well, that's true. There's some amazing people out there just quietly doing their jobs, making a huge difference to people's lives. People like Rizwan, an extraordinary railway worker from London, who saved the lives of 29 people. And just through the powers of listening, observation, and compassion, he's persuaded people who were in such despair they were prepared to end their lives from not taking that drastic step.
Even more remarkably, East Londoner Rizwan started saving those lives in his very first week of working on the Underground.
Hey, Rizwan. Really lovely to meet you.
Likewise.
Come in. You brought the lovely weather with you, didn't you? Perch yourself on this sofa here. Great. So thanks for coming.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah. So before we start, I just want to ask you this. How do you feel about having your portrait painted?
I feel like it's a proud moment. It's going to be an experience, so I'm excited.
Good. If you don't mind, just tell me a little bit about you and about your story.
In the King's New Year's Honours list, I received an MB for successfully stopping 29 people from ending their lives.
Wow. That's an extraordinary achievement. Well, congratulations for that.
Oh, thank you so much.
Tell me a bit about that.
Part of my initial training was to attend the Samaritan's training course, which helps you identify vulnerable people. Only 2 days later, I had a couple and they had the intentions to end their life. One of them was a bit more adamant to end his life. He did find his way onto a track, but that individual didn't want to talk to the police. He wanted to talk to me. Thankfully, I was able to get to him to a point of safety. And I promised myself, anyone I come across who was vulnerable or needed support, I would do whatever in my power to make a difference.
Fast forward a few years, you've made 29 of these successful interventions. I mean, that's extraordinary.
I feel like in any scenario, if you sense that there's something wrong, you should trust your instincts. In my first few interventions, I used to feel like, am I going to say something to make things worse for this individual?
It's a reminder, isn't it, that you might be on a train or in a crowded space, and there will be people around you who are struggling with something, but doing it silently.
Sometimes all it takes is just to offload what you've bottled up for so many years. But I do pray for them, each one of them, because I feel like as much as people say that I've helped them, they've helped me in so many ways as well.
Thank you, Rizwan. That's fascinating. So now I'm going to get the artist. Sit tight. All right.
I think I've chosen the perfect person to capture Rizwan. Jack Dixon, an artistic magpie who collects clues about his subjects and uses them to create multi-layered works.
Hey, Jack.
Hi, Bill.
Lovely to meet you.
Stand up. And you.
Very good.
You, wonderful.
Oh, nice shirt.
Thank you so much. Thank you, especially for you.
Oh, thanks. Well, I thought I'd make a bit of an effort as
Wonderful.
well, you know.
I don't want to compete.
No, absolutely. I don't know, I think they complement each other, actually.
Yeah,
don't you?
I hope so. I
Yeah.
hope so.
I have been looking at your work, which I think is great, big admirer of it.
Thank you.
What intrigues me is the kind of combination of different media. It sort of represents the ambiguity, the complexity of human existence.
Yeah, to me, people aren't one thing or another thing, multiple stories and multiple strands. And that's what I try to do with the media. As a visual storyteller, I like to tell those stories that you wouldn't necessarily hear and you wouldn't necessarily see.
At this point, I should introduce you to your sitter.
Brilliant. Okay.
Okay, let's go. Just here. Rizwan, this is Jack. Jack,
Pleased to meet you.
Rizwan.
You're right.
Take a pew there. Rizwan has stopped 29 people from taking their own lives.
That's amazing. It feels like above and beyond, but also that's a large number. That must be quite traumatic for you.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like I'm doing my little bit to make a difference in this world.
Over time, do you find that you're able to spot the signs quickly?
People kind of isolate themselves in specific areas, removing their clothing, or someone's constantly missing trains. You get a mixture of responses. People will emotionally connect with you, other people will shout at you, some people will swear at you, other people will just be glad that you acknowledge them.
My goodness, you're like a shining light.
No, thank you.
Oh.
Plenty of food for thought then.
Absolutely. I've got a lot to think about. We've got a lot to chat about, and I just can't wait.
Right. Well, I mean, don't let me stop you. I mean, Rizwan, he's such a soft-spoken, humble, unassuming kind of fella. And I think that might be the challenge with Rizwan, because I've sensed a little reticence with him to really kind of open up. But I think that will be the key to how this painting evolves.
I like to mix lots of different materials together. So it is mixed media. They are part figurative, they're part abstract. There are a lot of things at the same time. I suppose if I'm using paint to tell a story, it feels a little bit one-dimensional. It feels that I'm approaching it from one angle and one angle only. To me, there are so many other ways of approaching telling stories and making pictures. There are all sorts of things that I feel are just as valid a way of expressing an idea, and I'm always on the lookout for those little visual kind of clues that will help tell the story. We're here at Paddington. I'm going to meet Rizwan and see him at work. Do some drawings, maybe take some photographs, and just find out a little bit more about what he does on a day-to-day basis. What I'm trying to do here is just get a sense of the chaos, also the structure. I love the building, it's absolutely amazing. I suppose anywhere I go and anytime I'm making any picture, whether it be a portrait or anything, I'm looking at everything, absolutely everything, because even like the rubbish on the floor or the architecture or the pattern on someone's clothing, everything and anything can make it into whatever the picture's going to be. I just let my eyes eat everything, if that makes sense.
How you doing? How are you? Not bad. Yourself? Good to see you.
Nice to see you as well.
Welcome to my second home.
What a home, honestly.
For me, it's not just a job, it's a way of life.
Yeah,
you know?
no, I can see that.
You spend more time here than I am at home.
Your interventions, how close do you get to people, and do you have to sit down with them and chat?
Yeah, go sit down, get down to their level. It
Yeah.
doesn't take anything away from you. Resonate with that individual, wherever they are, whatever state they're in, you know, and don't create no differences, don't judge.
So you physically have to be quite close.
Yeah, definitely. You got to connect with the individual. It's not what you say, it's how you say it, is people connect to you. Each one of the interventions will stay with me for life.
just sketching people generally. It's Rizwan, but it's the shapes of bodies.
Guys, just take the lift because you got luggage with you, yeah?
I'm just trying to get a sense of his body language, how he stands. The drawings probably won't show that, but when I look at them, I will remember. He's got a very sort of calm presence, and it looks like he can kind of approach anyone.
You can actually walk to Hyde Park.
That would be
So literally, it'll be upstairs, go straight across, take a right.
He just cares about people. He's interested in individuals. And that, for me, is everything, really. If you had more people like that, can you imagine?
Jack's keen to see what Rizwan gets up to when he's not at work.
Put it mildly, I'm nervous.
Good luck. Give it a good little whack.
All right, yeah, no, cool. Thank you.
You've got the footwork. Shot! Beautiful shot.
So it's quite difficult to hit him a long way, though,
You
isn't it?
available next weekend?
Yeah.
Oh!
Is it all right if I take some photos here?
Of
Just
course,
because
yeah,
I
no
just want to see
problem.
it in your natural environment. This is kind of your natural habitat.
Yeah.
I feel like David Attenborough.
Over here on a Saturday, you just be yourself, you enjoy yourself, you have a laugh on the field, and if you get some runs, get some wickets, you know, it's a good day.
I'm going to catch up with Jack in a bit, but in the meantime, he's keeping me in the loop with his progress.
This is the first stage. I've drawn him quite a few times in my sketchbook. I don't know what version I'm on at the moment, but I've drawn, redrawn, thrown away, started again. The whole structure has changed quite a few times, but we'll get there, slowly.
To build the next layer of his portrait, Jack wants to meet Rizwan's family and to get a flavour of East London, the area where Rizwan grew up.
What's nice about here is that this feels like a real community, like where people actually live. There's a sort of exuberance to even these battered old patterns. I use a lot of pattern in my paintings, so I'm just looking at these two patterns next to each other. You never know, that might make it in. So yeah, it's little things like that that just could be useful, could be interesting. I think this visit will help me hugely with the portrait. I still feel there's a lot to find out about him and the family and I suppose the man behind the scenes, basically.
Hello, mate. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. Good to see you.
Welcome
you.
in.
We've got some food prepared for you.
Thank you so much. This is amazing.
It makes the food taste even better when everyone's on the table, right?
How did you feel when you first found out that he was going to be awarded?
I was very amazed when he saved 29 Hibbitt's life.
Yes.
It was actually my mum and my sister that brought the letter upstairs to my bed after I was come off a 12-hour night shift. Mum was like, oh, what's the award for, and so forth.
Yeah.
And then you go and kind of dig deep into it. It's
Yes,
like, Mum,
yeah.
I got recognised for so-and-so.
Yeah.
And then now we sit here and, you know, my proud parents.
Yes, yeah. No, absolutely. There are lots and lots of bits of the story still to come, but there's definitely a little kind of embryonic idea now. So, yeah, it's been a really good day. Really, really good day.
I'm here in Dorset, really looking forward to catching up with Jack, see how he's getting on with the portrait of Rizwan. I know that Jack works in quite an idiosyncratic way, so I'm really intrigued to see how he's got on. Well, this is a very lovely spot.
Thank you very much indeed.
How civilised. I noticed you've got some photos here, Rizwan. What's going on here?
This is when I first went to pilgrimage
with my family. That was my last trip with my grandma, and that was a special trip.
She is someone that I would love to try and include somehow.
For sure.
So if I can keep that photograph,
Yeah, for sure.
that'd be wonderful.
This is a small trophy for when I played cricket, and I've got some pictures here of our team when we won the league.
Can I just have a look at this? Your MBE.
Of course.
Let's have a look. I mean, that is quite something. I don't suppose you wear that around, do you?
No. I was going to wear it on my wedding, but unfortunately it didn't match with the colours, so I had to leave it.
Ah, pesky MBEs.
Yeah.
It's about identity, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
about, you know, a picture of who you are in your community, your family and your friends. That's something which is so important when we come to portraiture, because it's more than a likeness. And I think that's something which is your style. It lends itself to, doesn't it?
I think so. I hope so.
I noticed you've been sketching away there, Jack.
Yes, sneakily.
Sneakily. I'm very interested to see what you've been doing so far. Could I get a sneak peek?
Yeah, absolutely. I can take you down to my studio, to my hovel, and we'll have a look.
Great. Obviously, you can't see it.
Sorry, Rizwan.
Sorry, but sorry, I just can't help say there's something lurking under the table
Yeah, it's
there.
a little hidden gem. My grandma have always said, never go empty-handed to anyone's house. So, a little bit of a treat for you, for all your hard work.
Oh,
wonderful. Thank you so much.
Have a look.
Oh my gosh.
Word, look at that.
Right. Oh, this is it. Oh, my days.
All right, I'm going in.
Here you go.
I'm going in, all right? Wait a minute. When the sugar hits, I'll be up that tree in a minute. Oh, my Lord, that's good.
Right.
Come on. We can't just sit here and eating sweets all day.
Okay. To the studio?
Let's go.
Wonderful.
Okay.
I'll leave this with you.
Yeah, I'll take these. Shall I? I'll take these.
This is where it all happens.
Yes. Well, the magic happens.
Yes.
I mean, I'm just struck by all the variety of the styles here. You've got this wonderful combination of like the naturalistic form, but with these colours and textures. Does that something that happens as you work, or do you have a clear idea before you start?
The images change as I work on them. One way of understanding the process really is just to actually try it. Would you like to have a go yourself?
Yeah, I'd love to see it. Yeah.
Lovely. Okay. So on this particular board, it looks like a mess at the moment, but what we do now is remove the paper, and it reveals, hopefully, an image as well as this collage underneath. We just literally take the rough surface and scrub away, and you'll see that the paper comes off.
Hang on a second. I'm starting to see there's an eye.
Yes.
There's an eyebrow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So what I would do is just continue to remove it, and that's basically my background drawing that's kind of showing through the print, and then I would add paint over the top.
It's a lovely way to kind of bring a painting to life like that.
And that's really sort of where I am with Rizwan's painting as well at the moment. So I'm kind of at this stage where I've done an awful lot of the background drawing.
Yeah.
And I've started to manipulate the surface and distress the surface. There's still a few elements to go in.
Okay.
And a hell of a lot of painting left to do.
Right. Ah, wow.
Here we are.
That is extraordinary. So much to unpick, isn't there? So much going on. A lot of work's gone into it already, but yet more to come. And I can't wait to see how it pans out.
Next time you see it, hopefully it'll be recognisable at least.
Yeah.
I thought that while Rizwan was down here, it would be a good opportunity to introduce him to one of my favourite pastimes.
You tend not to be able to see a horizon very often in a city. You know, you tend to be kind of a little bit hemmed in with buildings. You don't get this kind of space, the vistas. It does you a lot of good, I think.
I think the view's beautiful already.
It is.
I'm liking it already.
This is your first time bird watching, right? So I brought along my spare set of binoculars, or if you want to sound cool, bins, we call them. You know, if you're birders, they call them bins. Say that tree over there in the distance, and then use the central dial to make it in focus. You got it?
That's perfect.
Well, there you go. Happy days. Let's go birding.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go Twitch.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly right. Can you see them, Rizwan? Just on that dead branch.
We've got a bit of a rusty red
Rusty
chest.
red front, yeah. But it's only when you start looking through these, you start to see how many different birds there are. I mean, there's no more than 600 species in Britain, you know, so there's a lot to see and learn. There we go, there it is. Can you see it?
Guys, I've seen it.
Tick that one off.
Yep, that's it. One down, 600 to get 599 to go.
599 to go.
Yes.
There are a few bits and pieces that I'm not happy with that I need to get resolved. Having said that, the background was all set, and then once the background is done, I can't really change my mind. Unfortunately, I did change my mind on quite a few things. Now, all of a sudden, I am starting to panic. It's getting to the stage where I probably won't sleep for a little while.
It's the big day. 12 weeks after first meeting Rizwan, Jack is finally ready to show him the finished portrait.
Hello. Hi, Jack. How you doing?
Hello.
You all right?
What a welcome.
Good to see you.
And you?
Well, let's get it inside then.
Come on
quickly.
Then. There we go. We just slide it out.
Yeah, got it, yeah.
Lovely.
There's a good weight to it.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
This is quite a size, I mean.
Yes, yeah. I went big. Started small, got bigger and bigger. I thought Rizwan needed this.
Yes. So, I guess my question is, how are you feeling about it?
I've lost a lot of sleep. I've probably lost a bit of weight in the process.
I'm sensing nervousness from you.
Yes, yeah. I feel a little bit like a schoolboy on the first day at school.
What I'm going to do now, I'll just leave you to unpack and arrange it. All right. See you in a bit.
Excellent. See you in a moment.
See you.
Thank you.
Rizwan has brought his parents, his wife Senna, friend from work Moss, and his cricket teammate Imran.
Kind of nervous about what he sees me as, you know.
I'm just really excited. I think it's just going to be such an experience seeing Rizwan's life being captured in a portrait.
Welcome, everyone. Hi. If you'd like to see a portrait, step this way. Good to see you again. Good to see you again. Right. So, here we all are. This is it. Jack, how are you feeling?
Incredibly nervous, yes. And emotional already for some reason. Yeah.
Yes. How about you, Rizwan? How are you feeling?
I'm excited, I'm nervous. I didn't sleep last night.
Me neither.
What about you, Senna?
I've got butterflies in my stomach right now.
It's been a strange journey of painting someone who's done something to now painting someone who I know and like and respect and or I treat as a friend. And so what I've actually put in there has kind of evolved as that relationship has evolved as well.
Okay, you ready, everyone? Jack, do the honours.
Here we go.
Wow.
That is amazing.
It's stunning.
It's incredible.
Really nice.
I feel speechless.
So beautiful, words can't describe.
I should have worn waterproof mascara.
Captured everything there.
Feeling very happy and very proud.
It's just got a journey of its own.
It's literally captured every aspect of his life.
Never in a million years I would have imagined someone do a portrait of me. And it's just got so much in it. My heart's like, I don't know, I just feel content. I feel like you've captured so much. Jack, can I give you a hug?
Yeah.
You're the legend. No, thank you so much.
You're the legend, man.
No, man. Honestly, it's amazing. There's so much to take in.
I remember having that conversation about capturing the emotions in his eyes, and you can see it. Like, as much as he's like such a bubbly person, you can see all the emotions.
What did you expect that you were going to see?
Not this. You've got magic in your hands, man.
I think each time I look at the portrait, there's a different element of his journey that's been captured, and it's just surreal that you've been able to put all of that together.
What I'm seeing here is like a story. I knew Rizwan for 20 years, and I could see bits in his life in that portrait. I feel very proud of what he's achieved, seeing him in this sort of all of his life in there and seeing what he's done.
You're gifted, truly gifted, and it's beyond anything I ever expected.
I feel humbled to hear what you have to say. It really has been a privilege to be able to do this and to tell this story.
What you've done, Jack, is to actually, you've taken on board all of these elements of Rizwan's life and his family and your faith and your interests and your friends and your life, and blended them into something which is even greater than all of those parts, I think. It's a wonderful piece of work.
I'm quite a closed person until you mean something to me, or I open up to you and I shared things with you that some of these guys don't know, you know, and that's why it's so special. I'm just taken back by it. And you're like family to me now, you know, honestly. And what you've done is just so beautiful, so beautiful.
It's wonderful to hear all your reactions. What's going to happen now is Jack and I are going to step out for a minute and invite you all to approach the painting and take a closer look.
Spot all there. I love this. This is like my favorite picture. My grandma. Yeah. It's amazing.
It's like just literally seeing two of you right now.
It was a quite an amazing reaction, really, from the family, and they were just overwhelmed, I think. When you first encounter it, there is almost too much to take in. The power of the image was what really elicited that reaction. But I think that the general impression I got was very much this sense of Rizwan at the center of this kind of quite busy, chaotic background. Here's someone who is encountered with a lot of noise, often chaotic confusion around him, and now has reached a point of calm. All of that comes across, and that's such a tall order, such a difficult thing to do. That's this alchemy which happens when you get all the elements right. You get something like that.
If you want to get up close with the artworks you've seen, then you can. As part of Bradford 2025 UK City of Culture, all of the work created in this series will be displayed at a free Extraordinary Portraits exhibition in Bradford City Centre. For more details, go to bbc.co.uk/City of Culture.